Hey, welcome to this video on YouTube. Today's video is going to be basically my podcast. This is episode 39. Hello and welcome to episode 39. 39 episodes. Today is July 15th. I hope wherever you are, if you're listening to this, you're going to get something out of it. That'd be awesome. If you ever want to watch this on YouTube or get maybe some other materials, I do have this on video on my YouTube channel. Just basically search Tom McGiveron and you'll get there. I think I have a link. It's youtube.tommcgiveron.com. I don't even know if I'm allowed to have that, but I do. I think it works and I think it forwards to my page. So check it out. If this is the first time you're listening to this podcast, the introduction says my name is Tom McGiveron. I'm a real estate agent. And what I do is I help folks kind of organize their thoughts as they approach the big decisions of their lives when it comes to selling real estate, whether it's selling or buying real estate. That's what I do. My number is 631-831-9048. I consider myself a real estate psychologist. Kind of coined that for myself because I have a background in psychology, therapy, but from years ago. I've been doing real estate therapy, though, since 2007. So today's podcast is going to be about setting up a meditative place within your home, creating a meditative state, whether it's a room or something like that. So it could be, a general, your whole house, whatever you want it to be. But, I wanted to kind of define what is meditative. Now, this stuff here that I'm talking about, I did not look it up. I didn't go on, a search site and search definition of meditation. What I thought I would do is basically come up with it on my own. And really, it's, for me anyway, it's where you find some peace. Okay, it could be, a cave, your for sports or music. It could be, anything you want it to be. But it's a place where you find whatever peace means to you. Centeredness. It could be, and that peace could be strength. It could be a certain feeling. It could be spiritual in nature. Whatever it is, you get a vibe where you can let go and let loose and just be yourself. To me, that's a meditative state. When I made this list, I didn't go on and, again, I didn't use a search engine to kind of determine what I was going to put into this podcast. If I did, I don't remember. So maybe I looked on Pinterest because I'm a visual learner. So it's hard for me to read books. I do read them, but very difficult for me to read a book. That goes way back to when I was a kid. But be that as it may, these are from me. So the first thing I thought of was you'd start with lighting. Start with the appropriate lighting in your home. Invite and create a lighting scheme that produces a calming effect on the area. Again, if you're going in a different direction where you're going to be doing something, like a quote unquote, whatever you want to call it, a cave, person cave. I don't want to call it, something man cave, whatever, but it's person cave where you're going and you're going to do your thing, whether it's working out, sports, music, etc. However, for this purposes, I'm thinking more like calm place, calm, decluttered, things like that. So let's start with that lighting. Like when you get hi-hats, they're real bright lights and they just shine right down on you. If you ever worked in an office too, office lighting can be like very harsh lighting. And I always thought it kind of, just messes you up a little bit. You're staring at a screen, you got these big lights that just coming down on you. They're not very conducive to helping you think things through. So we want to start there with a nice light that's inviting and calming sense. Next thing is I would try to bring in some sort of nature into the space, in the form of, let's say, colors, photos, images, sounds, maybe a plant or two, something that brings the outdoors inside, especially sunlight. Sunlight is amazing, especially if you want to actually meditate or even read a book. If you read it in the sun, the sun is a very calming, can be a very calming sense. And so I would go there with that, bringing that outdoors inside. Comfortable furniture, okay, that doesn't cost an arm and a leg. So I have a link here. It's going to be in the description of the video, the podcast. I'll try and put it on the YouTube video as well. But I looked up. I did look up at the time. I came up with Wayfair.com had furniture for under $100, and it looks pretty comfortable. So if you want to buy a chair or something like that, I personally don't. If I'm going to meditate, right? We're talking about meditative spaces here. But if I wanted to actually meditate, I don't like to sit on the floor. I like to sit on a chair, just easier. You don't want to overclutter the area. That was the next thing I thought of. As you put things in, pictures and furniture and, whatever it is, don't crowd it, because part of meditating is, just like letting loose, okay, and clearing out all the stuff that's in your head. So the room should be the same way. So remove things that you don't need or aren't bringing that vibe that you're looking for. Music. So if you want to set up some sort of music, you can buy those like JBL little boxes, things like that. You can buy them at Big Lots too, where they put out like a bass tone or a good set of headphones. They sell on online. You can get those iPhone ones, those earbuds, whatever. I don't personally wear those. I like to wear the cord because I just don't like the Bluetooth technology too much. Nothing against it, but it's just not my thing. But they do sell ones that I think they're on Instagram. They're, instead of white, they're black, and they're like half the price. So you can check that out as well. But good sound, right? You want good sound, whether it's a chakra root healing music, which is on YouTube, which is incredible, and or just the music. Like this morning, I meditated to Alter Bridge. So so that's hard rock, and I had an incredible meditative experience. So, and I went outside for that. But if we're going to be doing this inside, again, bring that music inside, bring that nature inside. So I would start there. That's like kind of like your framework. I may repeat myself because I have a lot of notes here. What are some of the meditative things you can add to a room? I said to myself, well, let's think about, you can take things out of the room first and foremost. Get rid of the things that clog the areas of your home. I mentioned that earlier. A photo of someone that's important to you and put it in a special spot. Yeah, that's huge. Candles. Candles are a great way to bring, some peacefulness to a room. And if you don't want to use real candles, you can use the ones that you put a battery in and they look like candles. Signs and sayings. That's another one. It's huge. Signs and sayings that mean something, like I have on the wall. I'm not a big fan of it because it's overused. However, when you think live, laugh, love, it's on my wall over here. Big sign. They're in Home Goods, all that stuff. You're like, yeah, whatever. However, maybe you make it out of wood, or maybe you paint it or something like that. Make it personal to you. But those are 3 incredible words, right? You want to live your life. You want to laugh a lot because laughing is fun. And love is extremely important, especially when you're trying to meditate, connect, and all that other stuff. So signs around the area could help generate that as well. String lighting. I thought about that. That's pretty cool. Soft white lights or colors. I have a reading nook in my house. It's got those nice soft lights, and they hang from the ceiling, and they create a very nice aura. And they're not great for reading, but if you're gonna chill in a room and you want those types of lights, that soft light is nice. String lights. A canopy. I saw that one on Pinterest. I remember that. A canopy with some cushions. Hang it from like a hook in the ceiling. If you go on Pinterest, you can find it. I saw a couple of those. I put that one in there specifically. I remember that from Pinterest. That was probably the only thing I got from that. That's really cool. And they have really cool ones on Pinterest. I don't have one in my house, but you can check that out. A salt lamp. I do have a salt lamp. They're supposed to purify the air and illuminate, they kind of illuminate the room in a soft tone. I have one. It's great. And a reading nook with pillows, like what we have. Just a spot for reading, chilling out. That's cool. You can meditate there as well. And something just hit me. Also, they have these little fountains. They actually have water in them. You can buy them, I think, the sound ones or you can put it on your phone. But I find that natural water kind of flowing in the background, that's actually also nice, and it can be calming, give you a calmness. And here's the thing, I was never big into meditation until recently, you could say because of coronavirus or whatever. I don't really attribute it to 2020 or anything. It's just timing. And what I've found is it gives me clarity to think, clarity to make decisions, and just feels good. So I think I have a couple more notes here. The essentials, right? Natural light, some flickering candles, I think very cool to create that energy that you want. Comfortable cushion for sitting on or a chair. And, some people can burn oils, things like that. I wrote that down. Like the scents, I'm not big on that for myself, but peaceful symbols, like we said, promoting meditative or gentle aura. Like the yin and yang, the fleur de lis. I wrote that. This is from my research. I remember this. I don't even know how to pronounce this. The ichthys, peace symbols, right? A fish. Honestly, anything that brings you to peace or brings peace to you. So the real estate market right now is crazy. I hope you got something out of that. That's my meditative thing. Hopefully it connects with you. And if you got something from it, great, share it. If you're watching on YouTube, please like and subscribe. That'd be awesome. But I want to let you know, if you can do this as you're buying a house, especially, or selling a house, it will help you. It will help you. Trust me, it will help you. It helps me. It will help you. Because buying a house and selling a house, especially right now, is very stressful. I see it in my clients, and I can't make them, meditate. Okay? Can't do that. Can't make anybody do anything. So I can recommend it. And so I'm recommending it here to do that. Because here's what's going on in the real estate market real quick. Long Island, I had my last podcast. I went over the numbers, crunched them down. You can listen to it at episode 38, tommcgiveron.com. So the coronavirus shutdown basically left the market with very low inventory and a lot of pent-up activity. The market cannot list homes fast enough to keep up with demand. Homes are selling very quickly. A lot of real estate agents, and I'm not trying to poo-poo any real estate agent. So if a real estate agent listens to this, I got some backlash on Facebook for an ad I was running, and that's okay. Everyone is entitled to their opinion, but I'm not saying anything negative against other real estate agents. I don't want to give negativity out. I want to just say that I do see it because it is happening. Real estate agents are underpricing homes significantly, and you as a homeowner, you might think, "Wow, I priced my home at $429 and it sold for $449." And think that that's incredible. But if you started at, $445 or $449 and got $459, right, you'd get $10,000 more. $10,000 is a lot of money. And I think in this market, not enough real estate agents are doing that. And right now I've sold out of all the houses I had listed. So I would love to get a call from somebody to say, "Hey, can you come over and give me a market analysis? It's free. And all the stuff I bring to the table, trust me, you won't be disappointed." So if you wanted to reach me, 631-831-9048. Thanks for listening to this podcast. Please share it. It's the Long Island Housing Podcast. You can get me on Spotify. If you're listening on here, that's awesome. Please, whatever you can do on Spotify, that's great. I don't know if you can like things there. I've been on that thing like maybe twice. And if you're listening to on my website, share it with a friend, put it on Facebook. That's awesome. And we'll see you on the next one. Until then, just be kind, be safe. Good luck setting up this room. Seriously, make a mental image and say, "Hey, you know what? I'm going to do this. I'm going to take on a little task. I'm going to make a little meditative area for myself." And I think you will get great benefit from it. Okay? Thanks for listening to this episode, and we'll see you on the next one. Take care. Thanks for watching this video. Subscribe over here. Watch the next video. One of these two. I'll see you on the next one. Thanks for watching.